Welcome to another episode of Bitesize Agility. I'm here today with Mia Kolmodin, founder and coach of Dandy People. Hi, Mia.
Hi, nice to be here.
So Mia, we're just going to kickstart with, how do you onboard team members at Dandy People, and what are your top tips for organisations onboarding new members?
So this is a very important, of course, thing to think about, and especially maybe how you do it right now when we have the COVID-19 situation. So how can you manage to do this in a good way, also online? Actually, today we have a midsummer kind of a dinner together, everyone in Dandy. So everyone has made midsummer food, and we're eating with our families together with our newest member who is living in the US. So she's been getting all this kind of food, and she's prepared everything herself too, to taste how Swedish festivity food tastes like, and also spend the midsummer, which is a very important Swedish thing that we do, a holiday. So that's one of the things that we're doing. Of course, we're working together a little bit before she actually starts. We've been doing webinars. We've been doing a couple of things. We've been inviting her before she started now to our online conference that we had a couple of months ago at Dandy People as well. And also actually invited her to our Slack community where we also talk together. So all of this before she actually starts working with us.
So that's
a couple of things that we do.
Yes, you've got, was it Slack, a conference and webinars, and sort of your online dinner party. That's super.
Yeah, we've had afterworks as well. So yeah, she's been joining in on all of these things where we get to know each other, and she gets to know the culture in both Dandy and in Sweden, which is of course totally new to her. So feeling safe about moving here, who we are, and how we can work together, all different, very important parts of onboarding.
Brilliant. So what are the challenges of leading teams remotely? So obviously we're all working from home. Your new colleague is based in the US at the moment. So how are you looking at virtually providing that online training and coaching?
So of course, making it visible, what needs to be done. So we have for onboarding, for example, we have a Trello board where everyone goes through the same process and get support within that Trello board with links and who you can ask for things. And then we have assignments in there as well, where you get to actually have lunch with people across in the organization, so that we know that they get to actually meet everyone. And we also have a buddy system where we put people together as buddies, onboarding buddies, but then we continue to work with us as buddies, learning buddies, continuously after that as well. So we make sure that people actually connect to different people in the organization, but also have someone who they can always ask questions and get help. So of course, there's lots of things that you need to do, and also have continuously every week meetings where we actually work together. So we have Zoom meetings every Tuesday for an hour and a half when anyone can join in and pair work and co-work and get feedback on stuff that you're working on, even though you might be working at a customer, or you might be in the onboarding, or it could be different things that you're doing. So give those opportunities for collaboration and that people can get support and not feel alone.
So with the buddy system, do you pair colleagues up with similar backgrounds and interests, or is it just anyone within the team so they can sort of learn different elements and aspects of the organization?
So you could pair people up based on strategies that you might have, and you could give the buddy system different subjects that you want them to do. Could be working with strategic development, business intelligence, or learning, or whatever you want. So what we've had now until now is just pairing people up, and it's better if they have different experiences and if they work on different customers, so that you get support outside of your normal environment and context, and get someone who you can always talk to and that you continuously book buddy meetings with. So about every second week we have buddy meetings in different ways, So I have a buddy, and tomorrow we have a buddy lunch. 2 weeks ago we had a buddy spa. So it depends who you buddy up with. Some people have buddy beers and burgers, but then you get to talk in a strategic and structured way. So we have a structured format on a canvas where we work with our continuous development ourselves. But then, of course, you could pair people up in different ways, maybe across the organization to break down silos in a really good way. And you can give them assignments where maybe they change the structures and the organization too.
Making it more cross-functional, With the crisis of COVID-19, that's had an effect on the world. How have you seen Agile transformations change, or organizations see Agile transformation? Have they sort of come to you and wanted to adapt more quickly to change, or have you not seen much of an effect?
So what we see, I think, is that the flaws that you might have in the organization are, they're much more visible right now when we have the situation that we have. So the organizations probably much more easily see what's going on and not going on. So they might feel a need for change more strategically and more on the long run, and not just working with a very short focus like maybe they've been doing right now to just survive. So the requests that we get are much more actually from the senior management, the executives, that they need support in doing more bigger transformations, but maybe not that they want to do it in a big bang or work just with everything at once, but they understand that this is something that you need to work with continuously, but doing it also from the top and not just on team levels, because they might see this gap that you get between the teams and the strategic levels. So that's usually much more obvious right now. There is a black hole, so the leadership might not really know what's going on in the teams. So I think that gets much more obvious right now, the need for actually leading in an agile way.
So Mia, you've released your latest poster on agile recruitment using VUCA. Do you want to explain a little bit about the work behind that?
Yeah, so it actually started about 8 months ago, and it's of course one of the processes which is super important to adapt for agility. And for handling VUCA, this fast-paced and where you don't really know what's going to happen, and everyone gets maybe the different pictures of what's going on that we of course see a lot right now, then you need to adapt that process as well. So we've been teaming up Dandy, me and Björn, and together with Frida, she's a pod speaker here in Sweden. She's got this great Agile HR pod, together with 2 specialists in recruiting. So we created this poster which focuses on how you can work in an agile way with recruiting and how you can recruit for an agile organization. So those 2 different aspects that we just released. So I'm hoping to get a lot of feedback from the HR community and the agile community on that.
Brilliant. So what we'll do is, after this video, we'll share the link to your poster, and if you've got any feedback for Mia, that'd be great to hear. So please add that into the comments or contact Standy People direct.
Yeah, that's me. Or my team. We'll do our best.
Super. Thank you very much, Mia, for talking to me today, and we look forward to joining us on another Bitesize Agility episode another time.
Yeah, thank you.